All right, so this video is covering slides 17 and 18 about solving rational equations. So when you're solving rational equations, you want to first find any undefined or restricted values. And we'll do that by looking at the denominator and setting it equal to 0, just like we did when we were simplifying. After that, you want to get a common denominator, like we did yesterday. And then you're really going to be multiplying by the denominator to get rid of it, but you can think of it as just ignoring the denominator and solving the numerator. So we are going to have an equals today. We have equations. We're going to get an x value. If your solution is a restricted value, then the answer is no solution. If your solution is not a restricted value, then you're good. That's just your answer. So we can have extraneous solutions. So we'll talk through kind of all these when we're working through our problems. Let's start on slide 17. I'm going to write that one down. 3 plus 2x over x minus 4 equals 8 over x minus 4. Now, a couple things. Again, there is an equals, which is what tells me this is an equation. It's what tells me it's different than yesterday when we had adding and subtracting expressions. All right, so first thing we said we want to do, we're find any restricted values, find any undefined values. And we do that by anything on the anything on the denominator that has an x, which I see x minus 4. See it twice. I only need to solve it once. You take the denominator and set it equal to 0, right? So x equals 4. Now that is not the solution. That is a restricted value. And we're going to come back to that at the end when we've solved. That just means if we were to solve and we were to get x equals 4 as our solution, it's restricted. It can't be 4. Remember, restricted values really mean that x cannot be 4. So if we solve and get 4 as our answer, then the problem would actually be no solution. All right, so now we're ready to actually solve. You're going to do kind of similar to yesterday where you look at your denominators. The equations are usually a little easier. So I can see like this fraction has a denominator of x minus 4. So does this one. So I need to make this fraction also have a denominator of x minus 4. And right now its denominator is 1. So what you're going to be doing is multiplying the top and the bottom by x minus 4 so that we can have a common denominator. And then I'm going to bring everything else down. Okay. Now this fraction that you're multiplying by x minus 4, you do need to distribute the 3 on top. So 3x minus 12 over x minus 4, and then bring everything down. Okay. Once you have common denominators on every single fraction, you can just focus on solving the numerator now. So we're just going to focus on solving 3x minus 12 plus 2x is equal to 8. Once you have common denominators, you can do that. So 3x minus 12 plus 2x is equal to 8. And then you're just going to solve your normal linear equation. 3x plus 2x is 5x. Minus 12 is equal to 8. Add the 12. 5x equals 20. And we got that x is equal to 4. Now, normally we'd be done, except remember, we have to check. And we found out that x can literally be anything but 4. That's a restricted value. So because we solved and got our restricted value back, that means this problem actually has no solution. Okay. So if the number you get when you solve is the restricted value, there's no solution to that problem. So that problem on slide 17 has no solution.